I think a lot of times people follow things. They follow a religion or a belief or the family or a bunch of traditions. Not because they really believe it, but just simply because you get in a habit. You know, I'm always talking about David Hume. And one of the things I like about David Hume was that he talked about so many things we think we know, we really don't know. We're just in the habit of expecting things. We get in the habits. So many things are habits now. You know, and I think about, you can look at habits not so much as good or bad, but just simply as habits. Yeah, I try to get into the habit of taking better care of my health. You know, I had to get in the habit of taking my medicine in the morning. You know, I got one of these things. I don't know how many people got these little things. You remember what every day of the week I had to take blood pressure medicine. You know. But you get in the habit of doing that. You just make it a habit to do it. You know, you have to get in the habit of brushing your teeth every day. The habit of, you know, getting up and going to work every day. And you do it so much, you don't really think much about it. You just do it. And we also get in the habit of believing things. Someone tells us something, we believe it. Especially when people are in positions of authority and we were taught that they were authorities. You know, we believe, as much as we may complain about the government, we do believe the government more than we disbelieve them. Even the most skeptical and government-hating person still believes it more than they would care to even want to admit. Whenever the government says something, you have a tendency, I'm not going to say absolutely, but there's a tendency is more to believe than to disbelieve. When something is said on the news, you believe it. But also when people present themselves as authorities, advertisers know this. You know, when they say something, 9 out of 10 doctors think that this is true. Well, yeah, but I'm curious about that one doctor. Maybe he had a good reason for not going along with the rest of that stuff. So, believing things is a matter of habit. It's not a matter of logic, not a matter of reason. But it doesn't necessarily mean that what you believe is wrong. But it doesn't mean it's right either. You don't know. I think the only way you really know things, or you can feel satisfied, maybe I won't say no things, but the only way you can have some satisfaction is by investigating, by questioning. That's what I always think about. Everything I do, I question things. I wonder, is this right? Is this correct? You know, I've always thought this, but is it right? I've always believed this, but is the thing I'm believing true? That's the thing you have to do. You know, sometimes you just have to stop and think about it and ask yourself, is this true? You know, instead of just saying, I'm not going to question it. It's just too much work to think about it. It's too much work, too much effort. I got too many things going on to question whether or not something is true. But, you know, it can make a big difference sometimes. Many times in life, I've questioned things. Some things I've questioned, and I realized that what I was believing was right. And then other times I've questioned things, and I realized what I was believing wasn't wrong, wasn't right. There was no evidence, there was no proof, and all indicators were that what I believed wasn't true. And so you stop pursuing it. You stop going down a path that really is leading you nowhere and just wasting your time. You know, you don't want to go down dead-end streets in life. This is not particularly a religious thing, but it's just about everything in life. Sometimes take the time, not all the time. I mean, you got to live your life and do things and enjoy yourself. But sometimes you have to stop and just think, is this true? And this is where the intuition thing comes in. Because sometimes there's a part of you that kind of looks at things. You pick up on a pattern. And you do feel something's not right. And you just need to stop and question. You know, question it. If it's true, it'll pass the test of your questions. And if it's not, it won't. And it's just that simple.